Hello, doctor. My name is Zhang Tianyou. I want to presentation the corporation information of our company. I'm honored to introduce to you AirAsia Expo Malaysia's leading non-Hu low-cost airline. The company was established in 2007 and is headquartered in Japan, Sri Lanka, and is a member of the famous AirAsia Group. AirAsia X is committed to providing passengers with affordable international travel services, with routes covering many destinations in Asia, Oceania, and the Middle East. Adhering to the philosophy of making flying more accessible to more people, the company combines low cost with high quality, providing passengers with premium service such as lie-flat seats, creating a comfortable and affordable flying experience. Next, I want to introduce the financial problem. In January 2024, AirAsia Expo had announced that it would acquire 100% of AirAsia Berhad and AirAsia Aviation Group Limited for Rm 6.8 billion. The purpose of this acquisition to integrate short-haul and long-haul aviation business to improve operational efficiency and expand route network. This acquisition demonstrates AirAsia Expo strategy direction to respond to market challenges by concentrating results and optimizing business operations. However, major acquisitions like this may also bring financial problems. My partner will explain the problem more detail.
Assalamualaikum, Doctor. My name is Said Melekal. And next, I'm going to present on the weighted average cost of capital calculation. So, firstly, to calculate our WACC, we need to calculate our cost of debt. So, cost of debt equals to interest expense over total debt, total interest-bearing debt. So, from the annual report, we get that the interest expense is 94,571,000, and the total interest-bearing debt is 1,359,785,392. So we get the cost of debt 6.95%. So this is where I got the interest expense for the calculation of cost of debt. This is where I got the short-term interest-bearing debt. Next, this is where I get the long-term interest-bearing debt. So plus it with the short-term interest-bearing debt, we get the total interest-bearing debt for the cost of debt calculation. Next, for our WACC calculation, we need to find the cost of common equity. For this company, we cannot use discounted dividend model because the growth of the dividend is constant. So we use the CAPM method, capital asset pricing model, to find our common cost of equity. So for the risk-free rate, we get that 3.89%, plus by the 6%, which is the market risk premium, times with the beta, which is 2.33. We get the common cost of equity, which is 17.87%. So this is where I find the risk-free rate as at 25th of December 2023, right before the annual report published. So this is where I got the beta for the calculation of cost of common equity using the kappa method. So for the WACC calculation, first we need to find the weighted debt and weighted equity. So to find the market value of equity, we get the stock price times by the share outstanding, equating to 836,026,510. And then for the weighted debt, we total up the total debt divided by equity plus debt. And for the weighted equity, the market value of equity divided by equity plus total debt. So we got both the weighted debt is 61.9%, while the weighted equity is 38.1%. So this is where I got the stock price. The stock price of AirAsiaX as at 29th December 2023, right before the issuance of the financial statements. So this is where I got the total number of shares for AirAsiaX. To finalize, this is the WACC calculation. The weighted debt times by the cost of debt times by 1 minus tax, the corporate tax, which is 24%, plus with the weighted equity times by cost of equity. For AHX, there is no preference shares, so we do not include it in the WACC calculation. So summing up, we got the WACC equate to 10.07%.
So how do you get recommend? Hi, my name is Robert. For today, my base number is expenses and depreciation. I'm going to present so we are using cash flow projections, historical capital error. So for the revenue is distributed by the year annual of 25, for example, starting at 14.6 and the annual growth rate for 3 and reaching 48.4 for year 2024. So we minus for the operating expenses projected at 23% of revenue. Then we divide and also for the depreciation estimated for the 17% of the times. So for the ending before that's how we get this EBIT expected to rise from 76.9.77 billion. So how did we get 23 to our 24.79 expenses and depreciation 7? So we access calculated at 54% of historical trend. So for the net income and reputation, which is provided in the report, the income shows, for example, for the reaching 0.7 per year annual growth rate for 2024 year to Okay, moving on to the terminal cash flow. So how do we get the terminal cash flow? So we are using the formula cash flow for the targeted year times with 1 plus G and then divided by KS minus G. So for the G is the growth rate, which is given as 5.1%, and then for the KS, which is the discount rate or required return, is 8.8%. So by substituting this value, so we got the projected terminal value of the company in 2027 is approximately 700.72 billion. Okay, next let's analyze the net cash flow over the 5 years period from 2023 to 2027. So annual cash flow growth. So we start with an annual cash flow of 8.31 billion in 2023, which is steady increasing to 24.67 billion in 2027. So for the terminal value in 2027 is estimated at 700.72 billion, which represent the present value of all future cash flow beyond 2027 into a total net cash flow. So by 2027, we sum up the annual cash flow and the terminal value reaches 725.38 billion, which indicate a robust financial outlook and solidifies the company long-term sustainability.
My name is Akil Arfan bin Azlan. My metric number is A19-2025. In order to find max stock price, we need to find NPV first for each year. So this, as you can see, this is all the calculation for each year. Our R will be 8.8%. The total will be 61, 889, 100 and 179.23. So this is the calculation for max stock price. The formula is NPV divided by total unit per share. So as you can see from previous slide, we already got the total NPV, and the total unit share we got from the website. So the total will be 12.55 ringgit per max stock price. The next slide is number of share in target company. As you can see, this is our evidence to get the total unit shares for the company.
Assalamualaikum and hi doctor. My name is Ahmad Shakir bin Kamaluddin and my metric number is A1A6773. So my part will be the SWOT analysis. which is for the strength. First is they have a strong brand recognition, which is AirAsia has established itself as one of most recognized and trusted low-cost carriers in the aviation industry. Second, they have extensive networks, which is AirAsia Berhad offers a vast network of routes across Southeast Asia, connecting major cities and underserved secondary locations. Next is the cost leadership, which is AirAsia operates on a highly efficient low-cost model that leverages economies of scale and standardized operation. Lastly, they have a strength which is cargo and ancillary revenue. Beyond passengers services, AirAsia has diversified into complementary sectors like logistics, financial technologies, and e-commerce. For the next part of the SWOT analysis, which is weaknesses, which is firstly, their weaknesses is high operating costs for long haul flights, which is AASH. The group's long haul arm has struggled to maintain consistent profitability. Long haul operation involve higher operating costs, including fuel, maintenance, and crew expense, which are challenging to offset with low fares. Next, they have high debt levels, which is Asia groups face significant financial pressure due to its high debt levels, which have exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic. Lastly, their weaknesses, they have limited premium services, which is Asia low-cost model primarily targets budget-conscious travelers, but this approach limits its appeal to premium and business class passengers. For the opportunities, they have a market expansion, which is AirAsia can explore growth opportunities in underserved markets across South Asia, Africa, and secondary cities within its existing network. Next is digital transformation. The AirAsia Super App offers a platform to expand beyond aviation into e-commerce, food delivery, and lifestyle services. Next is post-pandemic recovery. The resurgence of air travel post-COVID-19 presents significant opportunities for AirAsia Group. Lastly is partnership and alliances. Forming strategic alliances with other airlines, tourism boards, and technology providers can strengthen AirAsia market's position. Partnership enable road synergies, share resources, and co-branded marketing initiatives that enhance competitiveness. The threats in the SWOT analysis for AirAsia company, which is they have economic uncertainty, which is their economic downturns, inflation, and reduced disposable income can negatively affect demand for air travel, particularly among price-sensitive customers. Next, they have fuel price volatility, which is fluctuation in fuel prices pose a significant threat to AirAsia's cost structure, as fuel is one of the largest operating expenses. Next is the environmental pressures. The aviation sector faces increasing scrutiny over its environmental impact with rising pressure from governments. Lastly, they have pandemic of health crisis, which is the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted the aviation industry's vulnerability to health crisis. Future pandemics or health scares could impact passenger confidence and disrupt in operation. Enhancing health and safety protocols and ensuring clear communication with passengers are crucial to maintaining trust.
Hello everyone, my name is Saad Afif bin Guljar. My metric number is 8191265. I'll be doing the conclusion. So first of all, the expanded market reach. AirAsia is growing its network by expanding into new markets, particularly in Asia and Africa. Sustainability focus. The company is committed to sustainability by exploring eco-friendly operations and reducing its carbon footprint. strong growth. With its recent acquisition and fleet expansion, AirAsia is set for continued growth in the global aviation market. And number four is operational efficiency. The airline is enhancing its operational efficiency through better cost management and streamlined operations. And finally, positive outlook. AirAsia is well positioned for long-term success. The earning growth of AirAsia X is projected to experience strong earnings growth, with revenues increasing by 35% annually over the next few years, driven by expanded operations and new market opportunities. And the company's weighted average cost of capital, also known as WACC, is 10.07%, indicating the overall cost of its capital, which includes both debt and equity. These rates reflects the company's financial structure and it's crucial for making investment decisions and maintaining profitability. While Air Asia X Berhad has faced challenges but still profitable.